Hey guys, how you been? Thank you for 55,000 subscribers. This is a crazy milestone for me and my channel, and I can't believe we reached this number before GTA 6 comes out. As well as some other things that I will now name. The Life of a Showgirl, Tron Ares, Pokemon ZA, My Hero Academia Final Season, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Avatar 3, the third Spider-Verse movie, Shrek 5, and so on and so forth. Anyways, to celebrate the occasion, I asked you guys on my community page for some fun questions that I will now answer. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised no one asked me to take a nap or why I'm too tired all the time. Wait, why are you too tired? Huh? This video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. Watching a show can be fun and all, but I'm a sucker for cliffhangers. Like, what do you mean Jeremiah's shooting fireworks at Belly and Conrad because he's jealous? This might be my third rewatch, but I have to know what happened. And it's 6 AM again. But thanks to Manta Sleep, even the brighter, longer days of summer can't stop me from getting my sleep. It's getting way too hot to sleep during the summer heat, but luckily, Manta Sleep has these cool eye cups. So now I don't have to wake up hoping I didn't break an ice pack last night. Spoilers, I haven't broken one luckily. Manta Sleep eye masks are also fully adjustable. So not only can I move the straps, but I can also pair up the cool eye cups with my sound mask and not worry about them awkwardly fitting my face. Spoilers? They fit nicely together. Plus, the mask feels premium and lightweight, so I can easily fall asleep without my screen's distractions. There's also a huge variety of masks for you to pick. If the sound mask doesn't feel like your thing, you can go cool, steam, or even just classic. And now there's even a newer version of the sound mask with a longer battery life. So if you don't want to be too tired like me, get a power nap and a good night's sleep with Manta Sleep and use my code TOOTIRED or click on the link below for 10% off your order. Hurry, that's code TOOTIRED. I gotta change out of my costume now, but thank you Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. If you weren't allowed to work in the animation industry or anything related to drawing, what would you be doing? I know in my wish video, I said that Disney wasn't gonna hire me after it, and a lot of you probably assumed I meant in animation, or storyboarding, or character design, but I actually want to be an editor. So I guess technically I'd still strive to be that. What got you into making video essays? Did anyone particularly inspire/guide you? Long story short, I like to yap. Short story long? I graduated during the pandemic when the film and animation industry were looking pretty bleak. Not to do a J-word jump scare, but it's really hard finding a job. Anyways, I knew I could draw and edit pretty well, and I've wanted to make storytime and review videos since high school. So I decided to finally give YouTube a try, made videos between part-time jobs, and here we are. I think my review style is very much inspired by The Nostalgia Critic and Shea Frillis. Favorite video you've made? Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarfs. It was the easiest to write, and that's usually the hardest part for me aside from the raw audio editing. Out of all the films you watched, which one was your favorite and least favorite? Rise of the Guardians is my favorite. I rewatched that one a lot. Spellbound annoyed me the most while editing, but I have to say Toy Story 4 is my least favorite. Like, I never want to rewatch that again. Would you have unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no games? I'm gonna assume you meant bacon, that last part, because having unlimited games but no games sounds really sad. Probably games, cause I love my 3DS. I'll settle my bacon cravings with ham, I guess. What are some of your favorite video games? Do you have some you would recommend? I'd say my favorite games are Baldur's Gate 3, Life is Strange, Tales from the Borderlands, Style Savvy, Splatoon 3, and Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon generations are 5 and 6, so yes, I'm very excited about Pokemon ZA. As for recommendations, I love watching people play Life is Strange. While the story is simple, it's full of great characters and really easy to get invested in. I also have said "Are you cereal" in real life before, so I don't know what that says about me. Are bears dogs? Well, some dogs look like bears, so maybe bears are dogs' cousins? Do you watch indie animation series, and if so, which ones are your favorites? Alright, I may be a hell of a boss and the Amazing Digital Circus enjoyer, but I also like Punch Punch Forever and How to Be Cool. I also watch CalArt shorts, so here's a few CalArts 2025 favorites. Super Spice, Wilbur and Harold, and You Are Brave. Have you ever bothered watching the second half of the infamous Megamind Rules? Yeah, I actually watched it the day it came out. Definitely the best part of this 3-part sequel series, if you want to call it that. I don't know if people want me to cover that second half, but I will say it bumped the series up to a 5 out of 10. Would you be willing to do videos on other DreamWorks movies? I'm gonna be honest here. Probably not anytime soon for one reason. Copyright. It's why I color my reviews sometimes. DreamWorks and Illumination movies are notorious for their copyright strikes and claims, and they do manual claims, which means someone came and watched the video before claiming copyright by hand, even though the videos are transformative. Last time I checked, Titan was not in Rise of the Guardians. They also reject appeals almost immediately. So, as much as I loved making and talking about Rise of the Guardians and would love to talk about the bad guys or the wild robot, it's hard to justify all that time and effort just to have the video be blocked worldwide or, at best, completely demonetized. What's the clumsiest thing you've done? How did you know I was clumsy? I mean, I am. I guess it's no surprise to anyone that I'm pretty clumsy. Like, finding mystery knee bruises on a Tuesday morning type shit. But the clumsiest thing I've done is pretty funny, so here it is. I was getting my biannual hot dog craving one day and stopped by my university's cafeteria with my partner. And I had this brilliant idea when I grabbed the hot dog and ketchup packet. If I put the ketchup on the hot dog right now and toss the packet by the trash can, then I won't have trash to deal with later. So I opened the packet, poured ketchup on my hot dog, got to the trash can, and... Yep. Your girl threw in this no-bite, fully decorated, ready-to-go hot dog straight into the trash. I'm actually really bad with directions, but I thought that by looking at my hands, my brain would stop my body from activating the wrong arm. But nope. I guess that's where my bad sense of direction comes from. The good news is, I don't think anyone saw me, but I did walk back to the table empty-handed. Don't ask. And that's not a one-time thing, apparently. Because when my partner and I went to watch The Bad Guys 2 in theaters, I was waiting in line to get my Mr. Snake cup while he went to the bathroom. And when he came back, he asked me to hand him his water bottle. Oh yeah, here. Yeah, that one's on me. Side note, there was a kid helping her brother with his Dippin' Dots, and she was just stabbing the shit out of it. So there's these bits of rainbow dots already on the floor when my popcorn dropped, which made it look a lot worse. At least the girl at the counter thought it was funny. I still feel really guilty about that though, like, my bad. If you had a superpower, what would it be? I love nullification powers, but probably flying or psychokinesis. Oh my god, I just gave a Hawk's answer. What are some of your favorite character tropes? Enemies to lover! Wait, not a character trope. I'm a sucker for redemption arcs, so a lot of my favorite characters naturally fall into the atoner, underdog, and jerk with the heart of gold tropes. I also like always second best because it's interesting to see which direction the character arc sways. Why does your character have green blush? Also, is there any inspiration for the character in general? Well, my blush is yellow, but I did get a lot of questions about my little characters, so I'll just answer all of them here. The character is me. It's just a pretty evolved version of how I draw myself. You can kind of tell from my first drawing that the fluff is my hair. My original design is actually this one, but it takes way too long to draw and it limits my expressions because I don't draw humans that well. I was also inspired by the simplicity of mascot characters such as Chikawa, Sumiko Gurashi, Pisuke and Usagi, and so on and so forth. The colors are based on my favorite dessert, which is egg pudding, specifically the tongi pudding you find in Taiwan. But I didn't want to make my whole character yellow because the brown outline plus yellow body combo is too similar to my king pom pom pudding.
Oh my god, my Shayla!
So I made my blush yellow instead. What is your guilty pleasure in animation movies? Lady and the Tramp. I may die a little whenever the Siamese cats show up.
Do you seeing that thing swimming round and round? Yes.
Can we watch something else?
Maybe we could reach in and make it drown.
But I love the rest of this movie too much and will continue to watch it happily without skipping. Okay, time for the lightning round. Would you rather kidnap a crocodile for jaywalking, expecting $200 in ransom, or would you jaywalk and let yourself get kidnapped by a crocodile in return for $1 million in crocodile money? Is the crocodile hot? Have you watched Romeo and Juliet? I love Romeo and Juliet. And no, I am not a Sherlock Gnomes enjoyer.
No ship, Sherlock.
Favorite ice cream flavor? Mint chocolate chip. If you could pick 3 colors that would describe your vibe, what would they be? Yellow, this shade of teal, and red. Will you ever do a review of a TV series? I would. What's your fave bone in the human body? The clavicle? Favorite book? I love My Dress Up Darling, but I'm not finished, so no spoilers. Weirdest food you genuinely enjoy? Taiwanese stinky tofu. I'm like plagued with his cheeses when it comes to that. What's your social security number? 5. What kind of Pokemon would you want IRL? My favorite Pokemon is Lucario, so probably him. One day I'll get the life-size Lucario, and this picture will be us. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for your questions, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye!